Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into a name that, well, echoes with both reverence and maybe a bit of fear from the Cold War. I'm talking about the boss, the absolute emotional heart of Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater. Our mission really is to unpack this incredibly complex, tragic figure. We'll pull up the key stuff from our sources to figure out what really defines her and, why her story still hits so hard today.
Yeah, and what's so fascinating, right, is that it's not just about some character in a video game. It really explores loyalty, sacrifice, and those lines between hero and traitor. They get really blurry. Our sources show her as this amazing mentor, almost a mother figure to Snake, and a legendary warrior, leader of the Cobra Unit in World War II. That's where she formed this deep, unbreakable bond with her apprentice Snake. She basically shaped him.
Right, shaped him. That whole history, that foundation of trust. It's powerful, but then here's the twist, the part that just grabs you. How does someone like that, someone so important to Snake, how does she reappear not as his ally, but as, well, the enemy in the Virtuous Mission? The sources point to this unbelievable moment. She defects to the Soviets and hands them a tactical nuke.
It's a shocking act.
It's more than shocking. It forces this impossible mission on Snake. He has to confront the person who taught him everything. I mean, the weight of that, it's immense.
What do the sources tell us about the immediate fallout, the impact of this apparent betrayal?
Well, the sources are clear. This wasn't just personal for Snake. It was designed really as a global incident. The whole world was meant to see her as a traitor, a rogue agent turning her back on her country. And what's really compelling is how carefully that story was crafted. To manage perception, make sure nobody questioned the official line. The consequences were huge. It pushed the world right to the edge of nuclear war, all because of this one perceived act of treason. Wow. So the deception was like global scale, deep, which makes you dig deeper, right? What were her real motivations? Why do something the entire world saw as the ultimate betrayal?
Rare.
Because the sources definitely paint a different picture. This paradox, branded a traitor, but actually a patriot.
Exactly. And this is where the sources offer something truly profound. The boss is that paradox. She wasn't just a patriot. She actively chose to wear the label of traitor. She understood somehow that the only way to stop the Cold War heating up, the only way to ensure stability, was for her to be condemned, publicly damned. It wasn't villainy. It was this unbelievable burden, a sacrifice almost too big to comprehend. Imagine deciding to die, seen as a villain by the very world you just saved, a world that would never know you were a hero. Carrying that, knowing everyone hates you for the act that saved them, it's staggering.
The weight of that. Yeah, almost impossible to grasp. And her influence doesn't just stop with Snake Eater, does it? It echoes through the whole Metal Gear saga. She's not just a character. She's called the mother of all special forces. Her ideas, her methods, they set the stage for generations.
Absolutely. She's this potent symbol of dedication, right? But her ghost, this tragic figure, it really does haunt the whole series. Everything that comes later is touched by her. Think about her final moments with Snake. That wasn't just a fight, it was a farewell. A passing of the torch, really. That's the moment that changed him forever. Turned Naked Snake into Big Boss. Her story perfectly shows how perception can just completely mask reality, especially with huge sacrifices like hers. It's a tough lesson, how we judge actions without knowing the full, messy truth behind them.
Yeah, it really sticks with you. Her whole mission, embracing the traitor label for a greater good, it makes you think, doesn't it? About the real cost of heroism, of that kind of unwavering dedication. And how do we even tell the difference between real patriotism and what just looks like betrayal? Especially when the stakes are sky high and the truth is buried so deep. It's definitely something to chew on long after you hear her story